Welcome. You know, some of the most profound wisdom has been guiding people for well over 2,000 years, and it's all captured in just 4 simple characters. It comes from a story about a general who taught us something really important. He showed us that real power isn't always about ambition or force. Sometimes it's found in the quiet strength of truly knowing yourself. So here it is, 量力而行. In Chinese, phrases like this are called 成语 or 成语. But there's so much more than just words. They're like tiny time capsules, each one holding a piece of history. And to really understand this one, well, we have to unlock the story held inside. So, to really get this, let's break it down character by character. We're going to feel the weight and meaning of each one by one. The first character is Liàng, and it's pronounced Liàng. I want you to imagine you're about to cross a river, and you're carefully measuring its depth. Or maybe you're filling a cup, and you want to know exactly how much it can hold. This character is all about that careful, quiet assessment, that act of understanding before you even begin. Next, we have Li, or Li. This one is so simple, so elegant. It just represents strength, raw power, your ability to get something done. The third character is R, pronounced Er. This one is like a bridge. It's a little connector that links what came before it with what comes next. Think of it like saying and then, or based on this. And finally, we have xíng, or sing. This character is all about action. It means to proceed, to move forward, to carry something out. It's the go part of the equation. So when you put them all together, you get 量力而行. Literally, it means measure your strength and then act. It's about the wisdom of knowing your capacity before you make your move. Okay, so you might be thinking this is all about playing it safe, right? Just knowing your limits. But it's actually so much deeper than that. This is about finding real power in those limits. It's about choosing the right path based on a clear-eyed view of yourself. And the story behind it, well, that's where we find the real truth. To really get it, we have to go way back in time, more than 2,000 years ago, to what's known as the Spring and Autumn period in China. We find ourselves on a battlefield, following a general from the State of Jin. His name was Xun Wu. All right, so picture this. General Xun Wu has an entire walled city, the city of Gui, completely surrounded. A quick victory seems like it's in the bag, especially when someone from inside the city offers to betray it, to just open the gates for his army. It looks like an easy win. But what he does next is what makes this story so powerful. He refuses. His officers are just baffled. But he explains that rewarding betrayal would poison their own values, their own character. He decides to rely on his own army's own strength, not the moral weakness of an enemy. So the siege just drags on for 3 whole months. Finally, the city is exhausted, and they send out envoys to negotiate a surrender. But when Xun Wu sees them, he notices something. They don't look like they're starving. They still have supplies. They're not truly at their end. And then he does something absolutely incredible, something that must have just stunned everyone on both sides. He tells the envoys to go back and keep fighting. You see, he understood something profound. A real victory isn't just about taking land by force. It's about earning the respect of the people through integrity. So they did. And finally, when the city of Gu had truly used up all of its strength, when their food was gone and their will was truly spent, they offered to surrender again. And this time, Xun Wu accepted. It wasn't just a conquest. It was an honorable surrender. He didn't just take a city. He earned its respect. So yeah, the general wins the battle. But how he wins, that's the whole point of the story. He didn't just have military might. He had the wisdom to understand its proper use, its limits, and maybe most importantly, its true purpose. This story is just the perfect example of what it means to 量力而行, and it really highlights the danger of its opposite, a phrase called 不自量力, or 不自量力. That means to act without measuring your own strength, to be reckless, arrogant. The general knew that his greatest strength wasn't his army, but his character. So this story, it's not really just about war, is it? It's about ambition, it's about patience, it's about knowing yourself. It teaches us that true strength really lies in understanding our own capacity and the capacity of our character. And these are universal ideas, as relevant right now as they were back then. It really makes you feel like people have been dealing with these same kinds of challenges for thousands of years. And that's exactly why this idea of measuring your strength before you act is just as powerful for us today as it was on that ancient battlefield. You hear this idea all the time, even if you don't hear the exact words. Think about a community fundraiser. The organizer might say, "We just want everyone to 量力而行. Please, just contribute whatever feels right for you." Now, that's not about setting a low bar. It's about creating something sustainable, something we can all do together. It's the wisdom of making steady, manageable progress in our work, our health, our finances, our whole lives, really. Learn Chinese one story at a time